You see, another way that we describe our purpose or our calling is in terms of dreams, right? What dreams do you have about your future? I've got dreams and I've got aspirations. And Joseph says that our dreams are interpreted, or the interpreting of dreams belongs to God. And so the first thing we need to understand is that we do not create our own calling. Our calling comes from God. Calling comes from God, but not only that, calling comes for God. Joseph knew that only God knew the plans that he had for him. But I'm saying, how often do we step away, slow down, try to avoid the hard things that God might be calling us to? God, this is inconvenient timing. God, that looks too hard. God, what's my other calling? God, what else have you got in store for me? Joseph, he understood the mission though. He knew that this moment, it wasn't about him. It wasn't about making him feel superior. It wasn't about making him feel significant. It was about serving. Serving not his own purpose, but God's purpose. And this time it's a dream from Pharaoh that Joseph's called to interpret. He interprets the dream. He's released from prison because of the favor with Pharaoh, but not only that, he's elevated to the second most high position in all of Egypt. Under Pharaoh, he is the man. And truly, as the story continues, the dream comes true. The dream of his brothers bowing down to him comes true. Later on in the story, after a famine, his brothers come and they bow down to Joseph. God's dream and purpose is fulfilled. Joseph had massive significance, but nowhere in this story was Joseph searching for significance. Significance found him as he served others. See, calling isn't about significance at all. But the truth is, often what we are really asking when we say, what's my purpose? What's my calling? If we are honest with ourselves, the real cry of our heart is, what's my significance? It's about serving, but what is my calling? And to that, I don't know the answer. Because I'm not God. See, I told you that you may not like the answer, but there's three things I can tell you. I can tell you that your calling is already in you. And by that, I mean the way God created you. I can tell you that just like Joseph, what you have been through in life will be used to form and to shape you for his purpose and for his calling. And so we can't disregard that stuff, the hard stuff that we've walked through in life, even before we were a follower of Jesus either. And I can tell you, and this is probably the absolute key, that you can't go find your calling finds you, and you actually just need to get busy serving the people and the places right in front of you. That's what Joseph did. If you're looking for a message from God, look to Jesus. How do we look to Jesus? You look to his word. Read the gospel, see how he lived his life, listen to his heart, the way he was moved in compassion and mercy for people, the way he did not step away from hard things, but rather scripture says with his face set like flint, he stepped before, he moved towards the cross for the hope that was set before him. If we're looking for a message from God, look to Jesus. He sees you. He would send his one and only son to die on a cross for you because he loves you, because he has a purpose for you, because he has a plan for you, because he wants to set you free, because he wants to transform you from the inside out.